Hello and welcome back to Sorta Strategy and another episode of Road to Regionals where I've been practicing with Mekk Knight invoked. I feel like I'm learning the plays a lot better, but I've still got complaints about the deck. I'm having trouble, to be honest with you, and yeah, I'm honestly kind of a bit down on the deck at the minute. I'll explain myself in a bit, and then I'm also annoyed with Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro in general. It's just like so annoying to record on, and yeah, I'll explain that as we go on. But yeah, I haven't changed the build since the last time, but I definitely will in a minute. I'll show you some stuff first, and then I'll talk about what I'm thinking about doing. So, first I'm playing against Lunalight Orchist, which I have no idea what Lunalights do, but I allowed this to go off. I didn't know what this did. Someone's won from the deck. Right, so I'm pretty sure that yellow chick one is good, so I should have hit that. But then, yeah, this guy, as a thought, comes out and stops me from using my hand trap. So that's okay. It's kind of dumb of me, but that's alright. I should have probably just read the cards and stuff, but I just wanted to see kind of what they do. I was kind of using this as more just to learn it a bit more, but yeah. So he goes into a kind of Orchist combo then, which is kind of cool, I guess. I like this guy a lot. He's pretty cool. He's Swarm Nightmare. He's kind of like what's the name of the guy? The Wind Invoked Fusion. Right, so I kaiju away his Link monster to turn off his counter trap, and then I impermanence the set, so that's fine. And then so his two interruptions are gone. I +2 off Blue Sky, which is lovely. Use Invoker Alistair, link him off for the fire, get the Mekk Knight play on, ditching Knights, whatever you call them, Indigo Eclipse, which is amazing for the trap. And yeah, he protects his back row with Dingirsu, and then I didn't realize he's twice per, like he's not once per turn. So yeah, that was kind of random. Basically, if I knew that, I guess maybe, and then again, probably getting rid of the material is probably good anyway. But yeah, I activate the trap, which is a bit stupid knowing that this would be there. So I shouldn't have done that, but he couldn't get around to him anyway, so it's fine. Purple comes back, and then Purgatrio just goes crazy, kills shit without me activating anything because it's the counter trap, and that is game. So that went pretty well, I think, for the most part. Some little misplays and stuff, but it was fine. So these quits replays are going to be for another video. I've decided in the last couple of duels that I'm going to start recording when people quit, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Pros piss me off right now because 90% of the time people are just quitting. You have to play 10 duels to get 2 decent recordings, because either 5 of the 10 duels people quit as soon as you hand trap something, they quit as soon as you break one of their negates, they quit as soon as they see their hand. Sometimes they play a card and they're like, oh, I'm misplaying, and they quit. So 5 of the 10 we'll say are quits, stupid quits. 2 of the 10 then are like, they misplay in the middle of a big combo and then they quit. And that's like, that's 7 so far. And then you get 2 decent duels, and then one of them is just like, I don't know, you just disconnect or they disconnect or some shit like that. Oh, it's fucking annoying. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm pissed with this, and I'm going to do a video about Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, the pros and cons, and, talking about how, a lot of players, especially newer players, seem to think that because it's automated, it's 10 times better, but it's just, I don't think it is. The only reason I would love to continue using this is because of the fact that it records your duels pretty nicely, but yeah. You kind of need someone to test with to get decent duels in, do you mean? Feels like. Right, so I negated, right, I kind of went on a tangent there while I was playing, but I negated his Electromite. He's left on 1 negate because of Jackal, which I gave him, but I think I had to anyway. It's fine, he uses it on, he takes the bait anyway for the Kigari, so it's fine. And then he's got Dweller effect, which doesn't really affect me at all. It's pretty nice that Dweller doesn't affect this deck. It's pretty nice bonus, right? So, negates the Kigari, which is great. Get a +2, or +1 I should say, off Blue Sky, which is nice. Summon the Alistair, he's got nothing. I know that the thing in his hand is the ring, so that's fine. Mekk Knight play. I searched this because just damage pretty much. The thing is though, right? There's something I kind of noticed here that I was stupid. I could have made Purgatrio. Why did I not make Purgatrio? Like, attack, and then the 3 of these could attack directly, and that would have been way more than game. But I don't know why I didn't do it. It kind of brings me to a point that I wanted to make about Another negative I feel about Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro is because it's automated and there's always stuff coming up like, do you want to activate this? Do you want to activate that? It's really easy to just say yes and negate stuff, or you know what I mean? Like it's hard to it's hard to concentrate. I feel like sometimes when it's all automated, I feel like if it wasn't automated, basically it's easier. You wouldn't make as many misplays. You wouldn't just say yes or just click stuff. Sometimes I feel like when things pop up, I just accept or say yes or say no, whatever. So what happened there was he halves my Mekka's attack using Black Fang, and then he attacks and I use Alistair in hand to buff it, and he takes damage, and then he can't get around the Mekk Knights, and he pretty much just didn't know what to do, I guess. So yeah. Next play. So again, drew Hornet Drones without engage, which is fine, or not without engage, but I got Hornet Drones without searching it, which is a little annoying but not a big deal. So I have no interruptions here, so this I could already tell this was going to be rough. Electromite getting its effect off, Wisdom Eye and Oath Dragon getting their effects off, pretty tough. Harmonizing is going to go off now too, going to be filthy. And now we've got the Guard Dragon, so I'm going to have to play through at least like 3 negates. So we have 2 interruptions, 3 interruptions, and then also the Jackal King. So yeah, this is going to be a pain in the balls. We'll go for this, search yellow to try and pop the back row, the negates for sword guy. Probably should have done this first. But, you know, I needed to get Mekk Knights in the grave, so. It's kind of just like, I knew I wasn't going to get through this, not with my hand. I didn't have any real board breaking cards, it kind of just had. Like, I had no mind control, for example, I had no kaiju, I had no even instant fusion, stuff like that, so. Yeah, it was a bit rough. So I lost that one. That's fine. No problem. No hand traps. It was pretty tough. Yeah, so this is game 3 now. This is a decider. Again, I drew Hornet Drones into Kagari, add it back. It's not the end of the world. Like, drawing this is fine, but it just means you have 3 dead cards now in your deck. That's alright, I suppose. Mekk Knight play, and this card is just really, really good. So this is probably the best board I think that you can probably make. So right now I have a negate off Mekka, I have the buff to Mekka if I need, but like probably save for Mekka's negate. I have a negate off this, and I don't have Indigo Eclipse in the graveyard, so it's only 1 negate off this, 1 negate off this, and then I guess this is a skill drain column, but yeah, his effect kind of helps as well to slow the game down because they have to attack into him first, but if they're smart and if they read it, it doesn't really matter. Right, so I decided to negate using a spell for this, which is interesting. It actually ended up coming up a lot, so negating this was good. I think I like negating this personally. Some people say not to, but I think it's good. I then negate the harmonizing. He's kind of left with nothing here. And then Black Fang again into Mekka. It didn't really, you know, help him much. So it's back to me, and I pretty much have full control of the game right now. And he quits. So yeah, there you go. That was definitely a game. I think I did the right thing negating the Master Cerberus. And yeah, that is that. If he had linked off instead of attacking, he would have had... Purple was in this column, so Electromite would have been negated. So he didn't really have many options there. Now, this one I kind of saved because I think zombies... Right, so when the zombie structure deck came out, and Dracula, or Baylor Druck, whatever he's called in the TCG, he is basically based off an Irish myth or whatever. Baylor is like king of the monsters and king of all monsters in the Gaelic mythology, right? So he's probably another Celtic stuff too, but yeah, I wanted to basically play that deck because of him and the Banshee and all that stuff. It was nice to have some Irish-based cards, okay? So I was going to play Dracula or Baylor Druck, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like zombies are just not good. Like, so I've heard around that zombie Orcus is probably the best build now and stuff like that, but I don't really agree with that. I feel like zombies are just really not that great. They just, I don't know, they neg too much, and if they're really weak to hand traps, and I don't know, it's not worth it, I feel like, or some shit. Right, so I negate the Foolish, the Harp comes out, I have the Gamma for the Harp, which is great. The thing is about this, which could have been a misplay, is that Gamma took up 2 columns, and Cobalt wouldn't have been able to... I would have basically... Is Cobalt even in the grave? I don't know. But whatever one, even if there's no Cobalt and I summon a blue back with this, it's only to be able to this column, so And then if it was Indigo Eclipse, not Cobalt, Indigo Eclipse wouldn't have been able to move then to other columns, you know what I mean, and get another negate, so... Yeah, a little misplay, but it didn't really matter in the end. Well, possible misplay. I wouldn't call it misplay as such. Right, so then after that, I was playing against pure zombies. And I just want to show how... A good example of how zombies are just really, I don't think, that good. So negating, using Ash on that was the right play. It's just I couldn't have known that he had the 1-for-1. But even then, he just ends on this. Like, I tried really hard to make zombies good. I really wanted to play them because of the Irish cards, but yeah, they're just not good, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like you could play them competitively. They have had their few tops since the structure deck and all that, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, anyway, just thought I'd do that to help further my point about zombies. Anyway, so this was the build I'd used there. Honestly, I'm kind of down on the deck. I really want to... I love Mekk Knights, and Invoked have grown on me. I love the extra deck monsters, but I don't really like spellcasters in general in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's kind of like, I don't know, they're not as cool as like things like this in my opinion. Do you know what I mean? But I know everyone is each to their own. A lot of people love Alistair and stuff like that. He's pretty cool. He's grown on me and all that. But yeah, I really like the deck. It looks cool and stuff. I like the art and I like the way they play. But the thing, my problem is that drawing just Mekk Knights is pretty bad unless you're going first, in which case you can get this play. Even then, it's only alright. Drawing just Invoked, you end on like a Mekaba, which is pretty crap, to be honest with you. Purgatrio going second is like really strong, but even now, I feel like he's only getting like 1 or 2 attacks off. If sometimes not. Basically, if your opponent just passes, this deck just does nothing. Like, it just can't play. It'll be weird. It'll be hard. We'll see when the, you know, meta kind of solidifies a bit more and shit like that, but it's hard to know. Also, the new promos are coming out. I should probably try testing them in this deck for now, but I'm basically going second. Going second, Mekk Knight Invoked is annoying because it feels like their best play is try and break the board as much as you can, and then set up this. You're going first play after, which is like to kind of seal the deal, which is fine, but it still just feels a little shit or something like. Do you know what I mean? In the comments, people have been telling me to try going first Mekk Knight Invoked, but the Mekk Knights are pretty much all bricks in that case. Like, he does nothing. He doesn't plus you anything. He's pretty much like a Photon Thrasher with 100 less attack in that case, and is harder to summon. The pop does nothing. This and purple are obviously great going first, or fine going first, I guess. Alistair going first gets you in Mekaba. But to be honest, Mekaba is not really... I don't know, I feel like Mekaba obviously is good, Negate is great and stuff, but you kind of need to have... Purgatrio is the best card. Like, I feel like basically the Invoked engine encourages you to play second. The Mekk Knight engine encourages you to go second, except their best play, in my opinion, this is a going first card. And then I'm playing 44 cards, which is lowering the consistency a little bit. I want to get this down to 40. I feel like basically I've been seeing sometimes, you know, cards from this engine and none from this engine, or cards from this engine and none from this engine, and it's just not good enough. I need to cut it down a bit. These cards are great and stuff. This card's good. I have this in here for when I already have this in hand, but I don't know if that's good enough reason to run it. I don't really know what to cut if I'm going to make it go in second deck, pretty much, right? Book of the Law, again, going second, kind of considering it, but it's not really needed, so I decided to go against that. I don't know, so I'm tempted to go and make it going first build because people have talked about it, but I don't know, it feels weird. Feels like these are all pretty much bricks in a going first build. It feels like you need more Mekk Knights because you want to make Morningstar and get them off pretty much every time you go first, but that means that you have to play more bricks. I'd probably cut this for the other Mekk Knight spell. Someone in the comments reminded me of this card. It's a pretty cool card. It locks you to Mekk Knights from the turn, but you use it on the opponent's turn anyway, so World Legacy Memory would be something I would replace Inheritor with, or whatever it's called, Succession. Basically, this says special on a Mekk Knight from your hand or deck in defense, but return to hand during the end phase. So it's kind of a search, first of all. But you would only ever search this off Morningstar if you already have this in hand. So the idea is that if this is on the field, making any column with a Mekk Knight in it, a skill drain kind of column, you can activate this, and it's another interruption because you can summon a Mekk Knight to any column, and it's a negate, right? And it summons it in defense, which would be nice with purple or yellow as well. It's a small thing, but I just thought I'd mention it. So basically, you can summon this out, and yeah, you can only summon Mekk Knights, but it's your opponent's turn anyway. So as soon as it comes back to you, you get the card you summoned back, and yeah, you can. It's a search. It's a negate. It's pretty cool idea. So yeah, going first is tempting. Going first build. I could cut these for, you know, get the number down, or I could play crackdowns instead. I don't know. I could probably cut the starving venom and put in a millenniumize restrict or whatever because he protects against hand traps. So I could. I don't know. It's strange. It's hard. I'm in a predicament. I don't really know what to do. I feel like I don't want to buy the deck until I fix the build because. Okay, so normally, sorry, my nose is kind of annoying me today. Normally on Road to Regionals, I'd be doing a lot of videos like these that I've been doing for the last while, but also lots of locals reports, which I think people like. They like to know how it does in like real life, obviously. But I can't do locals reports because I don't actually own the deck, right? But I don't want to buy the deck until I fix the build, and then, like, if I can't fix the build and I'm getting frustrated with the deck, then I don't really feel like I want to buy it. But I don't want to change the deck for the Road to Regional series because that just kind of goes against the point of the series. The point is play it for at least, you know, one regionals and then I can swap after that. So I'm not going to change the deck. But I think part of my frustration, I think, is coming from how Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro is annoying me. So I'm going to make a video about that and talk about the pros and cons of it and stuff. But that's obviously for another video. So yeah, right now I am kind of frustrated. I don't really know what to do. The going second build, I want to cut down the numbers of cards, but like I could cut, say, yellow. That'll only put me to 43. I could probably cut this, which means that if I draw this, I have nothing to search, which isn't the end of the world, but I don't know. That would get me down to 42. Called by the Grave is not that needed going second, but it's such a good card. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really see why you would cut it. I could probably maybe cut Mind Control, but I'd probably sooner cut an Instant Fusion because it's only once per turn, whereas Mind Control isn't. And you can use this to link off. This sets up columns though, but if you're going second, you don't really need that, so I'd say you could probably cut that. Anything that says hard once per turn, I don't really want to play two of most of the time, except for like this. So I'd probably cut this down to 41 at least. If you guys want to give me any advice, I would really appreciate it. And yeah, that is kind of that. Honestly, I've hit a bit of a rut with the deck. I really do want to make it good. I do want to play it. I do want to, like, as I said, this deck is something I really want to play for a long time. So yeah, I want to make it as competitive as possible. I feel like the meta is making it harder. My extra deck I'm kind of happy with. The Starving Venom could probably be cut. Purgatrio to 2, everyone always says, but I think 1 is enough, especially right now. People are ending on 2 monsters and stuff like that. Raijin I kind of like as another going first option with the Hayate. I got that from a tip from a guy on the channel. Again, I didn't get his name. I want to give him a shout out because he actually put a lot of effort into helping me. So I'm going to probably just do that now. But I feel like, honestly, a build of going second with triple red reboot in the main could actually be decent because you have so many things to deal with monsters in it anyway. Like Mind Control, Instant Fusion, Kaijus, the Mekk Knights themselves even just bait out negates. You have these, you have your hand traps. I feel like basically 3 red reboots in the main could help a lot. I feel like back row is the main thing that's hurting the deck. So yeah, I feel like there are some stuff I could try. As I said, just leave your thoughts. Any help or advice is great. I would really be happy to hear it. I'm thinking about, as I said, red reboots maybe in the main. I know it sounds crazy, but possibility. I'm thinking about going first build, possibly. I'm frustrated enough I'd try anything. And yeah, I'm going to give Zachary Stout a shout out quick as well because... yeah, it's just a quick thank you because he helped me a lot when gave me some advice and helped me kind of slim the deck down. I had a few ideas and he helped me kind of just go through a couple of them. So, or a good few of them. He took a lot of time out to comment his advice and he seems like a fairly experienced Mekk Knight invoked player. So I'm definitely happy to get that. Anyway, yeah, drop a like if you liked. Subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, any help or advice would be great. Sooner I get this build fleshed out and I'm happy with it, I'll buy it and you'll see some local reports. Anyway, bye-bye. Thanks so much for watching.